Yep. Okay. Perfect. Now let me find the PowerPoint or the video. Here's the video. All right, welcome everyone. Great morning. It's great to be here with each and every one of you. My name is Fernando Ramirez, Regional Director with the company, and here is my camera now being open, so you guys can see who I am. We are in our back office, so for those that are here for the very first time, if you have been invited to be able to see what we have and who we are, we're going to simplify things. So when we are provided tools and resources to be able to bring this information to everyone that is looking for a way to make more money, keep more of the money that they make, and have the money work for them, we simplify the way we communicate things. And we're going to use a 11-minute video that actually presents from A through Z what our MWR platform is doing for so many people, thousands of people, that their lives are being changed. So we are adding more people, more testimonials, and you could be one of those testimonials today to be able to engage in what our platform has to offer. So let me put here the sound so we can all hear it, and I'll put stereo. Now, Ron, actually with this, I can do those adjustments, but when it comes to Zoom music, it doesn't allow me to do this kind of adjustments here that I've done with the sound. So in the chat, put one the minute that you start, or the second that you start hearing sound. We'll give it about a minute, okay? Within the minute, I'll find out, see if you're hearing sound or not, but I'm pretty sure you will be hearing sound. So on a quick note, we've been a part of this incredible platform for the past 3 years. The company has allowed us so much information for us to be able to absorb and understand the different ways in how you can have your money work for you, how you can have a business working for you, which is a business in a box, like our amazing leader Eric Wilner always talks about. This is a business in a box, but if you're interested in understanding how to shift expenses to income and how to have your money work for you, you're going to see exactly what this company has. And in the last 3 years that we've been a part of this incredible platform, we have gotten paid since day one, 365 days per year, referring this amazing Make Wealth Real membership, where lifestyle and legacy connect. And we have incredible team partners that are doing exactly the same thing we're doing, which is helping families understand more about the importance of money and investing. Okay, so I'm going to click and play. It'll be 11 minutes and we should be good to go. All right, let's get it up and running.
Welcome to Make Wealth Real, the first and only lifestyle and legacy company of its kind. Since 2017, our debt-free multi-million-dollar company has pursued one mission: eliminating the wealth gap by helping everyday people experience true time and financial freedom. Our vision is bold but simple: to create more millionaires than any other company in history. We do this by giving you access to the same systems, strategies, and experts previously reserved only for the wealthy. While everyone's distracted by volatile industries such as AI tech and healthcare, high finance quietly dominates the global economy. This massive $36 trillion market is projected to grow to nearly $50 trillion in just 5 years, creating an unprecedented opportunity to build wealth. Our revolutionary 3-step system enables you to become and stay wealthy using proven financial strategies and the opportunity to create passive and residual income streams. It's remarkably simple. You use the bank's money to purchase income-producing assets that appreciate over time, while sharing these systems with others to leverage their success as well. Here's how it works. MWR Fundable 360 can assist you in obtaining a minimum of $50,000 in ongoing unsecured business funding to jumpstart your wealth building journey without using your personal credit or risking your personal assets. Next, you use the bank's money to purchase MWR precious metal assets, where you can earn monthly returns on your holdings through our exclusive precious metals leasing program. The leasing income is typically substantially higher than your cost of funds from the bank, covering your expenses plus giving you profits to purchase more precious metals. In addition to profiting from precious metals leasing, you can also benefit from asset appreciation. Let's assume that you are leveraging silver. Over the next 5 years, due to increasing industrial demand and limited supply, silver is expected to appreciate in value from 17% to 60% annually. However, over the last 5 years, on average, it has appreciated 13% per year. This dual benefit creates a wealth acceleration effect that compounds over time, making precious metals an ideal asset for both protection and profit. Let's look closer at this example. You use your initial $50,000 in business funding to purchase silver. Let's assume that you're borrowing money at 8% per year, and you're leasing your silver out at 1.5% per month for a total of 18% per year. This would result in a monthly leasing income of $750, which more than covers the $333 monthly cost of funds, giving you a net profit of over $416 every month. This creates a positive cash flow of over $5,000 in annual profits to repurchase more silver, while your existing silver continues to grow in value. Using historical appreciation rates of just 13%, your $50,000 initial purchase plus your profits for repurchases could be worth $61,500 after just 1 year, all achieved without risking a penny of your own money. Based on these extremely conservative appreciation rates and leasing returns, this system, repeated over a 5-year period, could increase your holdings to more than $512,000, while also producing more than $4,000 in passive monthly income. This system is also what makes MWR a life-changing opportunity. Think about it. How many people do you know that would like a risk-free way to accumulate millions in income-producing assets without using their own money? If you said everyone, you'd be right. The beauty of MWR's opportunity is leverage and the simplicity of duplication. Here's an example of what your income could look like if your organization duplicated at just 50%. In other words, if you shared MWR with just 12 people, who shared it with 6, who shared it with 3, who only shared it with 2, who shared it with just 1, your network would grow to over 1,100 people, generating $12,000 in monthly residual income for you. This is in addition to the $4,000 plus in passive income from your precious metals leasing, giving you over $16,000 in monthly income that can continue to grow whether you're working or not. Unlike traditional business models where you constantly have to sell products, MWR's referral system creates lasting income from one-time efforts. When you refer someone who becomes an MWR business owner or customer, you get paid for their participation and the participation of their entire network month after month for as long as they remain active members. Our daily and weekly payment structure also provides you with the ability to earn right-now money for right-now bills without waiting for monthly commissions. You'll also get to enjoy industry-leading payout percentages and retention, with organizational bonuses that pay through unlimited levels to maximize your earnings from every referral. As your MWR business grows, your income potential expands dramatically. Top MWR directors can earn from $5 up to an astounding $15,000 per day in residual income, money that continues to pay daily for your and your team's past efforts. This extraordinary income potential of over $5 million a year is achieved just by helping others access the same wealth-building systems and strategies that MWR provides to you. As you can see, MWR's comprehensive bonus structure creates multiple income streams beyond residual commissions. These strategic bonuses reward all aspects of business building to support your immediate and long-term income needs. And with MWR Fundable 360, you have 2 businesses in one. For every business you refer, including your own, you can earn an immediate $400 referral bonus. You can also receive 25% matching bonuses, plus up to $150 in legacy bonuses for other enrolled businesses within your referral network. Our experts do the work, and you get paid. MWR's Lifestyle and Legacy membership is the key to all of this. Not only does it give you access to MWR precious metals and leasing, but it also provides a comprehensive suite of financial services and experts designed to help you protect and keep more of the money you make. These amazing systems and services save our members an average of over $2,000 a month through our debt elimination, tax reduction, bill negotiation, and credit enhancement services, plus other money-saving programs. At this point, you may be thinking all of this is going to cost hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And you'd be right. If you tried to purchase our experts' strategies and services outside of MWR. But inside of MWR, membership has its privileges. You can get started with our Lifestyle and Legacy membership for just $149.97 per month. With no contracts, no setup fees, and your spouse is included for free. This gives you everything you need to participate in MWR's precious metals and leasing, along with your own personal team of financial experts and services to help you protect and keep more of the money you make. Or, for an additional $100 one-time enrollment fee, you can become the owner of your own MWR business. That's right. For a total startup cost of just $249.97 and only $149.97 per month, you will have everything in our Lifestyle and Legacy membership, plus the opportunity to earn all the income streams we just discussed. We believe so strongly in our systems and strategies that we back them with industry-leading guarantees. We're confident our programs will deliver tangible financial benefits that far exceed your cost to participate. These two guarantees remove all risk from your decision, allowing you to explore the MWR opportunity and everything we offer with complete confidence. If we can't deliver on our promises to save or make you more money in your first 30 days, and/or if you choose to follow the guidance of our funding experts, and we are unable to assist you in acquiring a minimum of $50,000 in unsecured business funding, you can get a full refund. It's that simple. The traditional path to wealth requires decades of hard work with uncertain results. Most people spend 40-plus years working, saving small portions of their income, hoping that they will accumulate enough for retirement. We offer a fundamentally different approach, leveraging the bank's money to build assets that both appreciate and generate monthly income, while creating additional revenue streams by sharing this amazing opportunity with others. It's all backed by our team of financial experts who can help you protect and keep more of the money you make. The result is financial freedom in months or years instead of decades or never. MWR truly offers the perfect opportunity. Again, how many people do you know who would like a risk-free way to accumulate millions in income-producing assets without using their own money? And how many would like the added benefit of getting paid while leveraging the success of others, all while not having to become an expert in the process or do any of the work? The answer: everyone. By simply referring others to MWR and MWR Fundable 360, you provide an opportunity for others to make their dreams a reality while creating substantial income for yourself. Our revenue sharing plan combines immediate income with long-term wealth building, giving you the best of both worlds. These are just a few examples of how MWR has transformed lives across diverse backgrounds. Our members consistently report not just financial improvements, but greater peace of mind and lifestyle freedom. Every day you delay getting started can represent lost opportunity that will compound over time. Waiting just 1 year could mean missing out on $63,000 in potential wealth, while a 5-year delay could cost over $500,000 in accumulated assets and income. Beyond the financial cost, there's also the intangible cost of time spent without the freedom, confidence, and opportunities that financial independence provides. The lifestyle you want is waiting, and every minute you delay is costing you time and money you'll never recover. Also, when you join MWR, you're not just getting financial advice, you're becoming part of a thriving community dedicated to mutual success. Our members support each other through every step of the wealth-building journey, sharing insights and celebrating victories together. This community aspect creates a powerful environment for growth and accountability. Regular events, training sessions, and recognition programs keep you motivated and connected while accelerating your progress toward financial independence. The choice is yours. Do you want the next 5 years to be like the last 5? Or do you want to change your family's financial trajectory for generations to come? The path you take is up to you. We encourage you to get your questions answered and prepare for the next step. Remember, with our risk-free guarantees, the only risk you take is if you choose not to participate. Thank you for exploring Make Wealth Real and our life-changing opportunity. Our systems, strategies, and supporting community are ready and waiting to help you transform your financial future. Contact your referring MWR director to get started today, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Make Wealth Real family. where lifestyle and legacy connect.
Wow. You know, what I like about what we have is systems and tools, and nothing will ever replace anything more accurate than systems and tools. Hearing the information coming from our company directly, right, which is a conversation company approved with all the legalities. So if you're here for the very first time, I was blown away by what I saw and what I see all the time, which is we call it the click and play conversation. So this click and play conversation anyone can use, and I'm an advocate of using tools and systems, and that's the reason we make wise choices because we go directly to the source. But complementing tools and resources, we got leaders that do phenomenal presentations and conversations like Dr. G.W. Parker, Mr. Eric Wilner, Wednesday nights. This same conversation, when you hear it coming from them and they're having a conversation, it's very entertaining because now we got real people presenting real information. So both worlds definitely complement, the information that we spread out there, and having them too, having that conversation every Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, 7:30 p.m. Central, and 8:30 p.m. East Coast time. This same information that you see is presented by these two giants. I call them the giants, the leaders of our organizations who know exactly how to present the information accurately well. So if you're here for the very first time, now we're going to go back to what the presentation talked about. As you can see, we use all the tools and the resources to be able to support. So let me bring this back over here. Not unless anyone has any questions, by all means, you can open up your microphone and your camera. You have access to that, and we'll answer any questions that you might have. Francesca, great to have you here. I also see here that we have Mr. Gilbert. Wow, these are new. They're actually new directors with our company, so we want to give them a great welcome. And it's great to have you here, both getting trained Saturday. And everyone else that is here, Mr. Gilbert and Francesca, I want you to know that these are leaders. Everyone has a story to share, and we can actually ask everyone to share their stories if we had all morning or all afternoon, wherever you are. And everybody has a lot to say about what our company has done for them and continue to do for each and every one of us here. Okay, so great to see you all here. All right, so what we're gonna do now is part of the conversation at the end. It was actually sharing how you have support. So now we're going to transition to the support that we're able to give you so we can get you back to your day to start growing your business so you can launch your business. All right. So with that being said, let me bring up the screen, and we have prepared something for you guys to take with you and to help you build your MWR business. Okay, let me put this here on the screen. I've
I don't
actually been
know
a part of
if Crystal had her hand up for a second. I don't know if she has.
Crystal, yes. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it, Jameson. Hi, Crystal. I think you have access to open your microphone and your camera. Yes, you do. Nice to see you here, Crystal. It was probably an accident. She probably accidentally went up and brought it down. So, Crystal, if you do have any questions, by all means, you can ask the questions as we start the training, or maybe towards the end, or you might want to ask the question to the person that invited you here to our Super Saturday conversation and training. All right, it was Crystal, right, Jameson?
I think so. That's fine. Thank you.
Well, thank you. No, I really thank you because I was actually trying to project screen, so I was not seeing. Let me see here, maybe on the chat. Okay.
She says it was an error.
Okay. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Martha. That's my wife. See, when you're trying to project screen, sometimes you can see what's happening in the background. But let me know if you guys are able to see the screen.
Yes.
All good. All good.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, great Saturday once again, everyone. It's an honor to be here this morning. I mean, from the reading club to our quick 11-minute conversation to getting trained, we have support. Definitely, we have support. I took a lot of notes with our reading this morning with Eric Wilner. To me, I mean, every time he speaks, I take a ton of notes because he's got a lot of experience in real estate, a lot of experience in having conversations, educational conversations. So when an expert speaks, in their endeavors and what they're good at, which is he's well-rounded leader. He's an expert in real estate, an expert in communicating with people. He's got his own, as a matter of fact, channel. Maybe Eric, if you want to share that here in our chat, copy it and paste it. You can actually meet with him. He meets earlier here in California for us, which is about 6 a.m. I think, which is 9 a.m. his time. And sometimes we're preparing for our reading club of our Spanish groups. But when I can chime in and I can actually learn from him what he's got to say, he's got some valuable information. Add yourself to his channel. As a matter of, I'm not his channel, but his group, and you too. And believe me, you're going to learn so much from everything he's got to do in regards to investing in real estate and tremendous jewels that he pours out to all of us. So once again, thank you so much, Eric. So
Thank you. I'll put it in the chat. Thank you.
please, hey everyone, I mean, plug in. He's every day, same time, every single day, Monday through Friday. And he's actually been doing this for so many years. So he's got a lot of following, and all the information that he shares, it's incredibly valuable. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about focusing on your activities. Let your results complement your daily grind. I don't want you to think about the results too much. I want that to only be a complement of your daily activities. And that's the reason when we start in the industry of network marketing, sales, you have the opportunity to start part-time. The good thing about starting part-time, it gives you enough time to learn the activities of the people that are doing it full-time. If that is your intention, to have enough resources and tools and grow your check so you can comfortably make a transition from a part-time opportunity into a full-time opportunity, okay? And so let's get right into it. How many of you, if you can, in the participation in the chat, if you can put number one, okay, number one, if you are not doing MWR full-time, to eventually do MWR full-time. Put number one if your goal is to build enough income so you can enjoy MWR full-time. Let me see the participation of the audience here. Perfect. I see a lot of ones coming up. So we all want to have the opportunity to be able to explore MWR full-time. Well, I will give you what I have done and we continue to do with my wife. We both do MWR full-time, and it gives us a lot of comfort in our schedules. But you have to learn to understand that in order for you to do this business full-time, when you do it part-time, you got to do it with the mentality of full-time. Why do I say that? It's because when I got started in the industry, working too many hours for too little money as a plumber, I fell in love with the concept because I heard the stories of a couple of people that presented the information of what kind of lifestyle they had doing their business full time. That got me engaged. I was sitting in the edge of my seat when I got introduced into the industry, and I started to dream since day one. I only thought about what their life is like being full time. Okay. So when I understood, what I had to do, I worked my business part-time, diligently, part-time for a year and a half. Just think about my lifestyle, working as a plumber 72 hours per week, and I still manage to do my business part-time. This morning, Eric Wilner was talking about that. What do, after you're done working? what do you do? Well, what I used to do, thinking that I was spending family time, the little time that I had when I was a plumber, I was watching TV. That's what I was doing in my little in my little, restful time, right? And I wasn't really putting time in my kids. We were just a little distracted just to kind of ease out the day of hard work. So in reality, we weren't doing anything, that would be really resourceful or educational for family building. Why? Because that's the way most people live. So when I understood the time and effort that I had to put in, I started to do things seriously, because I heard my mentors, because I wanted to have their lifestyle. Eric talked about that today too. You want to follow people that you want to learn from so you can create the same kind of lifestyle that they're living. So I started paying attention, and I did that for 5 years. You know what my mentor always told me? Show up to every Tuesday meeting and bring a guest with you, and come back Saturday to get trained. If you do that for 5 years diligently, without missing, you're going to achieve a six-figure income. He didn't have to tell me no more. And I did exactly what he told me to do for 5 years, and it happened. It happened. Okay. So the first thing that you got to do in order for you to be able to understand what business we're in the people's business. And I know that a lot of us come into the business thinking that there's a different way to do it. There's no different way. Okay. Ask a doctor what they need to do, and what they're basically what is it that they have to face every single day. Sick patients, right? A sick patient that comes into their practice, either a hospital or a clinic, they have to deal with those issues. So in our business, we have to deal with the issues of people that are sick and tired of working jobs and that are frustrated with finances in most cases, right? So immediately work on your list of contacts right away. That's why I put in capital letters, contacts. That's what we do. We're in the people's business. Attend all Zooms and events, and also live events. That's what I meant to say here. 80% of your daily business activities are always growing your list of contacts. So if you are part-time in the business, this is what you got to be doing. And we're going to give you exactly all the details and break everything down. So when you leave here, in your mind, you'll have that killer instinct that you know that you have to be constantly growing your list of contacts. Make sure you invite to our tools and live Zoom events 2 people per day. So every day you have to be finding new people to plug in. And we're going to show you how to start from scratch. 20% of your activities are learning to use the use of the tools, self-improvement, and self-development resources that we have. This is only 20% of your time. That's why trainings are so crucially important. Make sure you use everything to grow your list of contacts. So let's get right into it. The first thing that you do when you start with the MWR, you got to go to your toolbox. So as you access your back office, okay, you got the membership tab, you get the reports, and then you click on toolbox. When you click on toolbox, you want to go and click on marketing. All right. And why do we need to do that? This is the duplicating aspects of our business. What you do with that, it'll give you access to this video that you see here and documents to your right. This is the engagement between you and your trainer. Okay. It's like if you're going to go to the gym, right? And you're going to hire a trainer. A trainer is going to have assignments for you, eating assignments and exercising assignment routines. And how do you communicate that with your trainer? Where that they'll give you their training materials in order for you to follow exactly what you need to do so you can build your muscles. Okay, so same thing happens over here. You want to build your business muscle? This is exactly what you need to do. The cool thing about this is we call this duplication. So if you haven't done this, I would highly encourage that you do it. And if you're a trainer and you haven't done it with your team, I would highly encourage that you walk your team partners through this process over here, because this is where relationship building begins, especially on the fast start interview document. All right. So let's take a look in what this looks like. This is basically the document that we were just talking about. When you click on that tab, this will appear. Okay. And this right here is an extremely important topic for you to start creating the image and the picture of what is it you want to accomplish with MWR. All right. So once you do this and you take the time to do it, you print it out, you pull out your pen or your pencil and start putting all the notes in there. You can actually send a copy to your trainer. Now your trainer becomes your GPS. And as your trainer becomes your GPS, your trainer will give you assignments that you have to do. And that communication of the assignments is the communication that will help you launch your business properly. Okay? So if you look at the document to the right side, you can actually see your plan, your action steps, and then your promise. I mean, the promise of your team leader and the promise of MWR to you. So if you look at this right here and you do your job and you really sit down and go over it and you make the time to do this, your emotions and your feelings start to spark you up with excitement and enthusiasm, because you know for a fact you're following a system and you're trusting the process of the system of what MWR has in store for us. So these engagements right here are important that you do and put into practice with your trainer. I like to have my conversations one-on-one with the people that I'm directly training, and I like to see who's going to do these assignments. If they don't do this assignment, I don't push people around. I don't boss people around either. I only ask, "Hey, how you doing? Are you pretty much done with your assignment?" There's going to be two things. They're going to respond, "Yes, I'm done," or "You know what? I forgot about it." And that's how you start to measure who's really committed and who's not. I don't judge anybody either. I just let them decide. And if they're serious, they're going to do this assignment right here. That puts a lot of responsibility on my shoulders because now we are engaged in the assignment. It's like when you get married, right? There's documentation that needs to be filled out with the state. There's commitments that you're going to follow. So when there's a document, that means it's serious. In this business, if you treat it that way, it's serious business. Why? Because your trainer knows exactly what they need to do to help you achieve your financial goals and dreams. And how they're going to hold you accountable to it is by having these documents at hand. Okay. Now, once we do that, you also give team partners a great welcome. Our back office has these templates. We have our team template. And if you are a part of a team template, then use the team template. Support the process and the engagement of the team template. And once you do that and you bring everyone on board, okay, now you can give them a welcome. And believe me, people love to feel welcome. They feel special. They feel that they belong to something worthwhile doing. And guess what they're doing? They're duplicating the same thing you're teaching them. All right. So this right here, with a nice script of engagement, if you read what it says here, people get excited about it. Help us welcome Munifa, right? New MWR Lifestyle Legacy Structure, Munifa, to the entry position, the starting point of achievement. Help 3 clients, and your Lifestyle Legacy membership is free. Find 3 other Lifestyle Legacy coaches within your first 30 days, and you qualify for your momentum bonus personal enrollment bonus of $150 lifestyle, $150 bonus, lifetime monthly residual income as well of $150. So imagine you're generating income for enrolling, and we're going to talk about the bonus that you generate on top of that. So initiating, we launch their business, and they're on their way to start seeing the big picture. We got to get everyone doing this process over here, but will everyone will commit to it? Of course not. That's why, let me take you back over here. This is the starting point of all achievement. If this is in paper, the possibilities of doing the initiation steps of what we need to do is, which is to get them liquidating the momentum bonus within 30 days, plus their $150 enrollment bonus, plus the $150 residual income. They're going to be excited. But there has to be an engagement, because in order for them to make this happen, there might be a lot of rejection. And that's when these documents become crucially important, because you're going to take them back where they need to be. Going back to the example that I was giving you at the gym, right? If you have a trainer and you start to cry because the muscles are hurting, or you start to forget about your dieting routine, you're not drinking any water, you're drinking a lot of tequila with margaritas and, maybe wine, then you're forgetting about the routine. See, engagement holds you accountable through the process of building your dreams, okay? So now, once we do that and everybody welcomes you, now you feel that, hey, I belong to something special. They're not alone. I mean, I am not alone. We got many ways to hold on, to stay engaged. So we give them a welcome, right? We do the template, we recognize everyone, we invite everyone through every social media platform that we have here. And now they know that they belong to something huge. Why? Because they have become a part of all the groups of the engagement of communities that have thousands of people involved. They don't feel alone anymore. Everybody feels that we belong to something special. So remember, a new director is always going to hear the loudest voice. And if we're not protecting the negative voice that keeps holding them back from improving in building a better lifestyle, they're going to go back to that again. So we have to break the barriers by holding everyone accountable to what we do. I'd rather have people tell me, Fernando, I'm sick and tired of getting your notifications. I'd rather have people tell me that than for them to tell me, you never contacted me. That's why I left. I'd rather have people tell me that they left because they heard a lot from me. I'd rather have that, okay, than having them tell me, you never contacted me. You never held me accountable. No, I will hold you accountable until you say, I'm done. Okay. But in our end, we're going to hold you accountable. That's why being a part of all these groups is important, because we're going to hold you accountable to your dreams. So you don't forget about them, because we can easily drift away, get distracted, and then we lose the dream and we go back to our regular routine. All right, I'm seeing some comments here. Let me see what we got here. All right, great days. Okay, Francesca. Okay. Number one, I plan to make it one of my full-time incomes. I love that. That's an iPhone. That's Eric, of course. There we go. And I know you got passive income, but Eric loves our compensation plan as much as we all do. I mean, this compensation plan, like he always talks about, which is sports money. I'm only 5'7", okay? So I couldn't play basketball, not even football. I get killed. But this business pays you like a sports player. It pays you like a singer. It pays you like an actor. Okay, so it pays you pretty well if you know how to treat it that way, right? So let's move on to the next slide. Launch your business. All right, now that we have done all the preparation and we have done, the invitations, introducing the video just the way that I'm sorry, just what we have done earlier today, which is introduce the 11-minute video. If you can introduce the 11-minute video to your list of family members, list of friends, you don't do the conversation, all you do is pique interest, okay? So introducing your tools to your list of contacts, you normally have the traditional conversation and you never drift away from that. Always, to everybody that you meet, including your family, friends, don't change when you start with MWR. Always have the family conversation, the job occupation conversation, the vacation conversation, because if you start your engagement the usual way, they don't feel that you're trying to sell them something. But if you come to making a contact, which is your family member, your friend, and you change your conversation to something different, they're going to smell you and they're going to think that she or he's trying to sell me something. But if you start with the family conversation, the nephews, right, the cousins, the brothers conversation, and the regular routine conversation of all time, okay? Occupation, they don't feel anything, but it's a normal conversation. All right, so now how do we shift gears? Before hanging up on the regular traditional conversation of all times with family and friends, now you go, by the way, shifting gears from the routine conversation. By the way, listen, I came across something that I'm truly excited about. If I were, would you? That's when you're about to hang up. If I were, would you? Let's role play that. If I were to show you a way in how to make more money, keep more of the money that you make, and have your money work for you, would you be willing to watch a video? All right. Our company has lots of short videos. And if you don't have access to those short videos, I would suggest that you ask your trainer for those short videos, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Or if you are courageous enough, you send them the 11-minute video. And if you are more courageous enough, get them on a Zoom and click and play. That's exactly what I did when I started with MWR. I used the click and play video, and I would jump on a Zoom and I would be nodding my head, excited about MWR. And that's how I introduced Anna Rodriguez. I got her so hungry for the video that she was begging me for the video. And I wouldn't send it to her because, I was still on a virtual transitioning from company to company. That's how I got Elisa engaged. That's how I got everybody engaged. And you know what I did after the click and play video? Introduced Dr. G.W. Parker and got out of the way. I didn't know any better. I didn't even know how to present the information. We recruited a bunch of team partners that learned the presentation way faster than I did. I was still doing the click and play stuff and send the and do the edification to Dr. G.W. Parker. I never gave Eric Wilner a presentation. I don't know. Anna told him about it. Anna Rodriguez. Eric Wilner is here with us. I didn't explain everything to him. I just rely on systems and people. All right. So that's why it's important. Introduce tools to your list of contacts. Now, when you do that, you're going to find out who's curious and who's going to support you to launch your business. Hey, now that you've taken the time to watch this video, man, I'm so excited. Guess what? My team partners, my leaders, man, they're treating me, with so much kindness and support that I'm launching my business now. Can you join me and celebrate with me? You're not selling anything. You're just asking them to celebrate with you. Now, when you do this part of, the process of engagement, people start to see that you're not alone, that you have tools, that you get leaders that are supporting you, and they like that. They like that, okay? So everybody's not going to sign up right away. But when you don't quit, you get real lucky when you don't quit. And I don't believe in luck. You create your own luck. You know why? Because when you don't quit, you do the most important. That's why I have capital letters there, which is your follow-ups. And you don't chase people. You always talk to people about the normal conversation: family, occupation, recreation, and motivation. What's going to happen when you talk about those things? God, I got fired from my job 6 months later, right? Because you've been following up with them. And then people start to see that you're still excited, that you're still doing your thing. And they're like, tell me more about what you do. And believe me, 6 to 12 follow-ups at minimum will take for you to start signing up people. And you're not going to pressure them. It's going to be something gradual. And then you can get them engaged on a 3-way call, with your leader, your mentor, or bring him to a conversation, or go back to the video, 11-minute video. You do those things all the time, and you start to get luckier. Okay, and how do you create your own luck? By staying consistent, growing your list, and following up. After you have exhausted your market, get ready for the implementation of everything. Ask all your contacts for referrals and meet 2 new friends per day. Focus on your activities and let your results complement them. Don't focus on the results. That's the problem with most people. We want fast results. We tend to forget of the daily activities that we must do. So I never focus on my results. I only focus on my activities. And you know what my activity is? Grow my list and follow up. Grow my list and follow up. And eventually somebody's going to be ready. So you'll have ups and downs. In the beginning, you're going to have more downs than ups. And that's when you start to build your character in your downs. Okay. You got to also be a hybrid type of person. What do I mean by hybrid? Get excited, but when your excitement fuel runs out, shift to discipline. Shift to discipline. Because your excitement will only last for so long. Maybe you talk to 10 people and you sign up one. You're excited, right? And you think that the next follow-up that you're going to do or the next contact you're going to make, you're going to sign up another one. And all of a sudden, you're not signing up another one. You're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, let me make another attempt. No signups. Another attempt, no signups. Now you're like, wait a minute. It took me 10 no's to get a yes. Now I'm going through another process of another 10 no's, maybe, or 15 no's to get to a yes. You shift from excitement to discipline. When you learn to do those things, you become unbreakable. Why? Because you got more downs than you got more ups. And then you start to use your calculator. And if it took you 10 calls to enroll somebody, you divide $50 divided by 10 no's. Those no's paid me $5. Wow, man. Let me see how many more no's I can get because I know they're all going to pay me money when I get to a yes. You see how you're shifting gears from excitement to discipline? Once you learn to control that, you're going to become unbreakable. And people are going to go, wow, what's going on, man? I see this. He's always enrolling people because they don't know that you're shifting from excitement to discipline. Excitement to discipline. Most people, when they lose their excitement, they quit. Winners don't quit. They shift from excitement to discipline. Okay? So discipline your disappointments. All right? So now, let's talk about this important topic here. I believe that in our business, the only time the business begins to become a success is once you achieve a 3-star executive director level and above. Prior to that, you still haven't unlocked the entire compensation plan. So you're still on the verge of building, okay? So it might take you 30 days to get to $1,500 monthly residual income. It might take you, I don't know, 3 months. It might take you a year, okay? The compensation plan is proven and tested that if you really commit to it and shift your disappointments with discipline, from excitement to discipline, okay, when you learn to do those things in 30 days, you can become a 3-star executive director. Guaranteed. But the problem is with most of us is that we run out of time, right? We let the momentum bonus get expired. So after 30 days, we don't meet the 150, momentum bonus. We become a little stressed and depressed because we didn't meet the $150 momentum bonus, or we didn't meet the the momentum bonus period. That's immediate money for immediate bills. But if you missed it, it's your investment to learn. As long as you don't quit, okay, you can either trigger the momentum bonus or not. It doesn't matter. You're here for 5 years. So build your list of contacts, and the fastest you can build your list of contacts, get your first 10, which are the money motivated people. Then build the other second set of 10, which is the positive but unhappy with what they're doing. And then the last ones are people that would get upset if you don't let them know about the business. They would say, why didn't you tell me about it when you're successful already? So if you look to the right here, treat your business this way. If you have $10 million in business and you can break this into the team partners that you're bringing and yourself, who would be these 3 teams that you would like to build your business with? Because eventually we're going to get this into the graphic. So the people that you're going to actually give them half of your business are the people that are going to be with you through thick and thin. And this is having a builder's mindset. think about Steve Jobs, who built Apple. Think about Bill Gates. Think about Bezos, right? They found partners. They found people to grow their fortunes with. Elon Musk, they have found people to grow their fortunes with. And these are the people that they trust. And maybe it took them a lot of people to be able to find these people that are empire builders like them. But if you look at their circle, they're millionaires like him, billionaires like him, like them. So the closest people to you are the people that become unbreakable like you. They show up to everything. They don't miss anything. And they have already learned how to shift their excitement to discipline. Okay, so they have become hybrid like you. So who are those people? All right, it might not be the first 30 that you put on the list. And maybe it's going to be the second round of 30s or the third round of 30s. You never know. Just keep swinging the bat. Eventually, it's going to happen. So you can either launch your business or you can relaunch your business. We've been talking about this with Dr. G.W. Parker, figuring out when we're going to do lunches and our leaders. Okay, and we have agreed with our leaders that we're going to be launching businesses every other Saturday, just the way we did our 11-minute presentation today. Every other Saturday, we're going to be launching and relaunching businesses. So if you want to launch your business, it looks like we're going to go live next Saturday on launching. Prepare. Let's give you an assignment. This list over here, I need you to give us a copy. And also, we need a picture from you. So give a copy of your list to your trainer. Let them know I'm ready to launch my business. These are the contacts that I'm going to invite for me to launch my business. So you give them this, and I guarantee you, your trainer is going to be so excited that you did that for you. And also your picture. 2 little assignments right here. When you do that, okay, you hand that over to your trainer. Next Saturday, we're going to recognize it because you have met the requirements of your assignment to launch your business. We don't want you to launch your business just to launch your business. No, we want you to launch your business, and you need to let us know who you're inviting to hold you accountable. Because that lunch can get you to a 3-star executive director if you're not one. It can get you there. Why? Because we know that it's going to require follow-up to the invites that you've had. Maybe they're all not going to show up, but 3 or 4, we're going to follow up with everyone afterwards by sending them a thank you and sending them the video for the ones that missed. Thank you so much for showing up. Thank you so much for making the attempt to show up, but here's my recording of my lunch. And you can send the recording of your lunch, and we call that following up. I want you to check it out. I want you to see how exciting it was, right? Just like kids graduated high school, college, this past month or so. And everybody's sharing everything, right? Publicly. I see social media. At one point, a lot of graduations, and that's how you do it. You do exactly the same thing. Expose your success story, because launching someone's business is a success story already. It only shows that you're committed. Okay, so that's duplication. And as you can see here, this is exactly what we do. All right, so the script to invite, we really kind of went over it. I came across something I'm truly excited about. I wanted to get your feedback on it, set the video, and then follow up after sending that video or sharing the video. And now you do the invitation of your lunch. By the way, since you saw the video already, I got some good news for you. I'm going to be launching my business the following Saturday. Okay, and I want to make you a part of it. So I add you on my contact list as a VIP guest because my trainer needs to know who's going to be coming to celebrate with me. That's it. Okay. All right, so what happens here? The goal right now is by launching your business, we got to get you at least positioned to liquidating this money and getting you to your residual income. For the ones that are getting a text or have received a text or are receiving a text every day of your daily residual income, can you put in the chat, if you're in the East Coast or Pacific, what time do you get your daily text? And I want to congratulate you because you're enjoying getting a reminder of your daily residual income. So if you can put in the chat, you know, if you're getting a text every day, put in the chat either 5 p.m., 4 p.m., or 2 p.m. Let me see here. How many we have from the East Coast and how many do we have in the West Coast? All right, Cassandra, East Coast. East Coast. All right. And then Martha, 2 p.m. Pacific. Anyone else? Anyone else? 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. East Coast. All right. So if you are getting your daily residual income, and you can post whether you're in the Central Time or Pacific Time or East Coast Time, you can put it in the chat. So congratulations to all of those that are getting a residual income text daily. It's a reminder. So now, in order for you to grow your residual income, obviously the involvement has to turn into 12 people. Look how your residual income begins to go up, right? From a $5 per day to a $20 per day. You still haven't unlocked the entire money, but you're experiencing growth. Okay, so think about a 3-star executive director. Okay, and it might take you, like I said, your first 36 contacts. It might take you maybe a second set of 36 or a third set of 36, but you're not giving up until you unlock the entire compensation plan. You know what's the difference between an asset and a human being? An asset has no feelings. A human being does. And that's the problem. When you learn to behave like silver, like gold, like platinum, it's an appreciating asset. We humans fluctuate so much that we get disturbed because we focus too much on results. Don't focus on results, focus on self-development, okay, and activities. When you learn to do that, you start to break away the things that are not helping you shine. Why? Because you're shifting your excitement to discipline. When you learn to do that, you're going to be more valuable than an asset because you have become an asset by the way you think. Think about generating $1,500 a month in residual income. You're polishing yourself up because now you're seeing your values, worth of your talent, your potential, your abilities, your skills. So the more the compensation plan pays you, the more value you're adding to your thinking process and your emotions. We're better than an asset. An asset, it's an asset. We are an asset when we think right. And we are valuable, like more than what money can buy. Okay? So this is amazing. That's why we need to help you become bulletproof. So when rejection appears, it's part of that process. You don't get depressed, you don't get stressed, you keep moving forward. Now let's talk about resources and tools once we run out of a market. So as you can see here, this is based on January studies from Hootsuite. Facebook being the #1 platform with close to 3 billion users. YouTube, 2 billion and a half. Instagram, 2 billion. WeChat. So if you look at the entire, let's look at WhatsApp. These are the top 3, right? So there's plenty of people to talk to. So if you run out of your personal market and the people that that maybe you have been referred, yeah, you're gonna go through those moments where you have to do something. But at least you practice with your warm market, you practice with referrals. Now you have to start doing your thing, meeting new people. So there's no excuse to say, well, I don't know any people. Again, you're depreciating yourself every time you think negative. You don't want to depreciate yourself and give room space to negativism because you lose value in the marketplace. You want to become very valuable in the marketplace? Start doing awkward things. Do videos. Do anything that exposes you. Nothing happens if you're not exposing yourself. You might be thinking the compensation plan is great, but how much exposure are you creating? What is your marketplace seeing from you? As you can see right now, what's famous in the social media space is all the politics. A lot of politics is taking place right now. A lot of arguments, a lot of this, a lot of that. So when you go in there, it's a lot of distraction. But they're exposing their ideas. They're making a lot of noise. Democrats, Republicans, a lot of noise, right? Now, that's their show. What is your show? You control your own economy. So you want to compete with the noise. How do you compete with the noise? Expose your ideas. Oh, but I'm afraid that I don't know what they're going to say of me if I put my video and I didn't comb my hair right. I don't know if the words that I'm going to say make sense. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Expose it anyways. Create exposure every single day. And don't rest. Do it all the time. I don't tell you to do something I don't do. And don't worry about who likes it or not. Don't think about the results. Think about the activity. You got to do the activity daily. And the more you do it, the better you become. Because if you get criticized and you got laughed at, you're going to go, I'm going to do it better next time until I shut you up. I'll do it better next time. Watch. And then you prepare yourself and you do it again. And you do it again. And you do it again. All of a sudden, right, they're like, I want to do business with you. You know, I signed up somebody from a TikTok video that I made this past week. And he goes, Fernando, I saw your TikTok video. And I saw it, a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't ready to really have a conversation with you. And then he came into our back office through our MWR. Martha told me, Fernando, somebody came in through the MWR platform. I said, really? He said, is that real? And then she goes, yeah, why don't you call it? And it took me a week. My bad. It took me a week to follow up with him. I go, okay, let me follow up with him. So then I follow up with the gentleman, right? And he goes, yeah, I saw your video on TikTok. So TikTok, how did he find my platform? Oh, because obviously I create links. So he went and did his due diligence, okay? And he told me what he saw. And he goes, I want to get started. He owns a dealer, and his dealer is not doing too well. So he goes, I want to be able to, fix my credit. I want to be able to start something on the side, a little side hustle, and I'm ready. Why did that happen? Because of exposure, lots of exposure. So don't say there's no market. There's a huge market, but you got to tap into it. Now, if you want to start looking at the age categories, who's using what? Okay, so let's look at the ages over here, male and female, right? So Instagram has from the ages of 55 to 64, 9%. So, well, I'll use that. But what's up? 20% of my age category? Facebook, 17%. My God, it's a huge market share. So 17% of the people on Facebook, let me go back to Facebook, out of close to 3 billion, 17% are in my age category. Huh? Huge market. You see how you study the market? This is exactly how you study the market. Or over here, right? Female, male. It's a huge market. We don't need millions of people. We need a handful to get to 33,000 memberships. A handful is all we need. But we have plenty of room space for us to make a lot of mistakes. Get rejected plenty of times until you get a handful that says, yes, I agree with you. I want to do business with you. Remember, I'm going to go back to this because I want you to take this with you, and this is all you're going to take. Focus on your activities and let the results happen by themselves. Focus on your daily activities. And if you're not getting any results, improve your activity. And if you need to be criticized a little bit, I always have my right arm tell me if I'm doing good, which is Martha. I said, babe, how did this look? I look a little awkward. Okay, I'll do it better next time. I won't erase it. I'll do it better next time. So then she kind of judges me in regards to what I want to hear. She's my audience, right? Because she's the closest person to me. She's the person that is going to tell me the truth, if it was good or not. She's not going to say, oh, it was good when it wasn't good. Make sense? So find someone that you can say, listen, I'm gonna throw something out there. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think about it. All right. So there's plenty of room to make a ton of mistakes. And believe me, everybody that started something someday started by making a lot of mistakes. All right. So we're almost done. Now let me see the conversations here, what we have. I see. Okay, just a second. Let me go back. Well, I'll read the comments right at the end. Compound your list through time. All right, so we're gonna go back again. Start with your family, get referrals, meet new people, and make the habit of meeting 2 new people per day for 5 years. Now let's do the mathematical of this, the numbers. So if you're meeting 2 new people per day in a year, it's 730 people. Times 5 years is 3,650 new people you've met. And by your consistency, you're going to end up doing about business with 10% of them. We're talking about 365 enrollments in a 5-year time frame to build your personal network. Okay, and that's really about right. Since I started 3 years ago, I even forgot the amount of enrollments that I have. But my goal, just so you guys can see exactly, because this is my goal, my personal goal. Okay, so you can create your own personal goal. Right now, we have 24 actively involved marketing directors, 24 directly. So this past week, I said, we've sponsored more than that since we've started it. A lot of people have canceled and they have just drifted away, which is fine. I said, man, I tell my wife, listen, why don't we do this? So we take everyone's excuses away. Why don't we get to 36 directly sponsored wide? 36. So when someone says, I don't know, 36 people, I'll say, listen, personally, I have enrolled and I have actively involved 36 people. If I've been able to do it, why couldn't you? I was a broke plumber working too many hours for too little money. I got tired of it. So if this compensation plan allows me to build a fortune and create a fortune, would you sacrifice to go figure out a way to get 36 people directly sponsored to you? If they tell me no, I would be interested. Why am I going to waste my time with them if they don't see unlocking personally their compensation plan? I need to go find somebody that wants to have 36 enrollments, but I'm not going to expect that from them if I'm not going to do it. So right now, so far, we got 24 enrollments, directors, personally, and then we have, I think, like 5 customers personally enrolled. So I'm going to feed my customers shortly, but we got a VIP code that we need to put in the hands of people. And I'm going to propose that on every enrollment that I do. But I know that I have to roll up my sleeves, okay? So take a look at this. What happens afterwards? You'll do business with 10% of them. And I learned something today from Eric. Visibility is what he said today, right? And I said, man, I got to put this a part of our training today. Thank you so much, Eric. So visibility is what you want to create. Remember, I'll go back again to forget your results, think about your activities. So that's a lot of visibility. You're thinking about your activity. So what happens when people see you come back every day? Like Eric has got his own group with Facebook, right? His fan page, credibility. So when you come back every single day, you can go back with a fire emoji like Eric does sometimes. He always does something nice to start, or a vitamin. He always shares something. So credibility, okay, that means I have to do it again and again and again and again. This activity is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Visibility and credibility is built through time. So you break the ice with visibility every single day. Start to build credibility because people see that you're for real. Eventually, profitability is going to show up. Why? Because you became consistent with your daily activities. And that's what people don't understand. If you understand this right here, which is what Eric enlightened me this morning, I was like, so true. We have to become visible, and we have a market big enough to be able to make this happen, make a lot of mistakes every single day until profits start to appear. Why? Because I didn't focus on profits. I focus on visibility and credibility. Two important jewels. Everything else outside of that, it's a plus. Okay? So you got to be strong to be able to hold that. So here it is. Visibility, credibility, right? So the more visibility you have in front of your audience that you're building, eventually you're going to go from 5 to 20, 50, 100. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. How about if it took you 5 years to get here? Or even if it takes you 10, or even if it takes you 15 years, okay? But how about if you got stuck over here for 10 years at $1,000 per day? Was it worth it? You better believe it was. But it doesn't matter. Always look at the big picture. But you got to understand that the big picture only comes from visibility, credibility. Visibility, credibility. Okay? Tirelessly. And then eventually the compensation plan will begin to unfold magically. And people are going to think that you were born lucky, that you were already a success, but they don't see what happens behind the scenes. Visibility, credibility. Visibility, credibility. And all of a sudden, you start to build your audience. Why? Because you're inspiring people because of your visibility and your credibility every single day, tirelessly. Okay? And that's how this happens. So start dreaming and look at this compensation plan. And now this is the structure of it. Okay? So you just saw all the money on the previous chart, and this is how you structure it. And I'll also give you another jewel right now. Don't think your first 3 are going to be the one. They might disappoint you. They might quit before a month. But if you keep doing your activities directly, it doesn't matter if they quit. You will replace them. Why? Because you are controlling up to 36 personally. So whether it takes you to build 36, 90 days, a year, it doesn't matter. Get to 36 personally enrolled. It's not a big number. All right. And you'll have control of the entire compensation plan until it multiplies all the way down to 33,000 memberships. As long as you can control 36, which is unlocking the entire money, it'll happen. It's a mathematical number that will happen. But think about 36 personally enrolled. Become that one. And do everything that you can to build your list of contacts as quick as possible to make this happen as quick as yesterday. And don't rely on your team. Let your team only be a complement of your visibility, credibility to profitability, because that's the only way you're going to inspire others to do what you do. Okay? So take advantage of your MWR LLC VIP code. Pretend you have a full briefcase of $100 bills. How many people would you want to bless with $100? It's expiring on the 20th. As a matter of fact, tomorrow it'll be done. 80% of your daily business activities are always growing your list of contacts. Work your old list, new list, and ask for referrals. Who do you know that wants to make more money, that wants to keep more money, that wants to have their money work for them, that you can refer me to? 20% of your activities are learning the use of your tools, self-improvement, self-development. Now I want you to check this out. Make sure you use everything, face-to-face, social media, etc. Grow your list of contacts. And if you look at the right, later or now. Don't wait for later because it's already late. Versus now equals you have already won. If you put the now vice versa, you have already won because you're taking shots every day. Forget later. Later is already late. Think about now. Create your activities now, because if you do that, you have already won. Because most people are always thinking about later, not knowing that it's too late already. Okay? So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're pretty much wrapping up here. Learn from all the people that have done incredible things through time. Thomas Edison said this: I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Okay, again, visibility. What does it do, visibility? And the next one is, what is it? Come on. Visibility and, we all paying attention? Okay, you can put it in the chat. I'm not going to say it for you. I already know what it is.
Credibility.
Say what, Ron?
Well, I think I said it wrong. I said credibility. But that was him.
There you go, my friend. Ching. Credibility. So I have not failed. I found 10,000 ways, which is visibility, right? And then credibility, until he developed the light bulb. His teacher said he was too stupid to learn anything. He grew up to invent, to build the light bulb. Okay? I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game winning shot and missed. I failed over and over and over again in my life, and that is why I have succeeded. Okay? So, guys, I hope this training of today has been something that inspires you to create the activities to build your empire. Because if you don't build your empire, nobody's going to build it for you. It takes a lot of grinding. It takes a lot of work. It takes an incredible mindset, an unbreakable mindset, unstoppable, unshakable until you win. All right. So if anybody has any comments, you can open up your microphone. You can open up your camera. Let us know, because we are pretty much done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Martha. Appreciate it. Monifa.
Build it and they'll come. Become it and they'll come. Thank you. That's what I got from this. Thank you, Fernando. Thank you. Don't worry about the ups and downs and the roller coasters and all of that. Keep going. Find those that are hungry and looking. Find those that are looking to do what you are doing. And if you're exemplifying that person that you've become, that is going to bring income producing assets, then they'll come. Thank you, Fernando.
I love it. I love it, Barifa. Thank you so much. And you said, you hit the nail on the head. Keep going, because if you keep going, you're going to keep growing. I had a little R, that little R between the keep going to keep on growing. Good job, Barifa. Thank you so much. Anyone else? All right. Well, let's put everything that we have learned today into good practice. Let's make things happen, ladies and gentlemen. You have a briefcase full of $100 bills that you can bless people with. And we only have one more day to make that happen. Starting Monday, we're back to $249.97. So bless someone with the VIP code. And the only way to bless someone is create the activity and do it now. Tomorrow might be too late. All right. Take care, everyone. We'll see you all at the top. Bye now.
Hey, thank you. Happy Saturday. Feliz sábado.
Woo, let's go. Let's grow.
Happy Saturday. Thank you, Fernando. Great training, sir.
All right, champion.